Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
Halfway around the world on the plains outside Stalingrad, the Russians started their offensive. Two Russian armies, one in the north and one in the south, drove forward in a powerful pincers movement to encircle the Germans.
Encircled in the Soviet ring, 284,000 troops of the German 6th Army were ill and exhausted. They were under constant attack from the Russians. On January 24, 1943, General Friedrich Paulus radioed Adolf Hitler requesting permission to surrender. His request was denied. The 6th Army would fight to the last man. Since no German field marshal had ever surrendered, Hitler had Paulus promoted. Yet although the Nazis continued to fight on, the 6th Army was disintegrating.
Tonight they are holed in pillboxes, cellars, and factory buildings near the center of Stalingrad and north of the city. They are hungry and lousy and cold. They are suffering from frostbite and dysentery. And they are beaten.
The Russian communique reported that a German battalion surrendered en masse, in spite of the tales of torture and death for prisoners taken by the Russians spread by the German officers. This development may well mean that the entire Axis force remaining may surrender in the near future.
On January 31st, a day after his promotion to Field Marshal, Paulus surrendered to the Soviets. The remaining German troops in Stalingrad also gave up 2 days later.
Tonight's special communique from Moscow announcing the complete liquidation of the German troops trapped at Stalingrad said the Red Army had taken a total of 91,000 prisoners there since January 10th, 45,000 of them in the last 2 days. The German commander of the last pocket of Axis resistance in the northern part of the city was taken prisoner together with enough other German generals to make a good football squad. Thus, the Red Armies defending the city that Hitler promised last September would be taken by his Wehrmacht have completely crushed 330,000 German and Axis satellite troops.
The German Reich was stunned. With Stalingrad, the hinge of fate had turned. For the Red Army, Stalingrad was to be the first stop on their road to Berlin. I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America, in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.